Again, I want to start off writing delta y over delta x. Delta means change in, I'm going to subtract. Delta means change in, I'm going to subtract. So if I'm going to be subtracting these numbers, my y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, I need to figure out what numbers do I want to come first, what numbers do I want to come second. Looking at my table, again, it doesn't matter which points you pick. Miss LaRosa just likes to find the numbers that seem easiest to me. So if I'm looking through this, gross, if I don't have to work with negatives, I'm not going to. So I wouldn't pick that set of numbers. Again, I have a negative number. I don't want to work with negatives. 0, 4, that's a good small set of numbers. They're not negative. Those are going to be easier for me to work with. And then my next set, 2, 8, those are numbers I can work with pretty easily. Now I need to figure out what's going to be my first set of points, what's going to be my second set of points when I'm subtracting. Again, I usually want my bigger numbers to come first. So looking at my y's, which one of those is bigger? Which one of those do I want to come first? 8's bigger. I want that to come first. So that's going to be my 2 numbers. That's going to be my y2. That's going to be my x2. Up here, that's going to be my y1. That's going to be my x1. They're the smaller ones. So again, I'm going to plug in. Make sure your y's are on top. Colors help me. You can, like how I did earlier with this problem, where I circled the numbers and then plugged them in that way. That works. Or I know I want my purples coming first. My purples are my y's. So I'm going to plug in my purple numbers first. Then I'm going to plug in my green numbers second. You can also do it this way. So looking at my y's, my purple is 8. If 8 comes first, if that y comes first, its x has to come first. So 2's got to come first for my x's. For my second set of points, my y1 is going to be 4. My x1 is going to be 0. Again, plugging the numbers in, that's the hardest part. Then I'm going to subtract them. What's 8 minus 4? 4. What's 2 minus 0? 2. Can I simplify 4 over 2? You sure bet you can. If I divide the top and the bottom by 2, that's going to give me 2 over 1, which is equal to 2 for my slope. I could also just divide. Top dog gets the house. 4 divided by 2. 2 goes into 4 2 times. Yay, that way works too. My slope for this problem is 2. Again, it doesn't matter which 2 points I pick. I'm going to pick some of these ugly numbers just to prove it to you. So I'm going to use these top ones. I'm going to do it over here on the side. Ugly numbers, but that's okay. I still want to do my delta y over delta x. If I'm looking at these y's, which one's bigger? 0 is bigger than negative 4. So I have 0. That means negative 2 has to be first for the x's. And then for my blues, my y is negative 4. My x is negative 4. And again, I'm going to subtract. We've talked about this before. What happens if you have a double negative? Double negatives turn into positives. Double negative turns into positive. So it's 0 plus 4. 4. Negative 2 plus 4. If I don't know that off the top of my head, I'm going to draw my 2 negatives, my 4 positives. Positive and negative cancel, positive, negative cancel. So for my x's, I'm left with a positive 2. And then just like we had over here, we get 4 over 2. That simplifies to 2. It doesn't matter which points you pick, just as long as you set them up correctly and subtract correctly, you'll be all right.